Hey guys, it's Courtney from Healthy Working Girl, and today I have a different kind of post for you. It's not about healthy lunches or a recipe, but basically about having a healthy wallet. I'm going to share with you how my husband and I paid off $45,000 in just 9 months. So check out these tips on how we got there. So here's our story in a nutshell. I went to a private university and I took out $63,000 in student loans. Yeah, 63,000. And then I got married pretty quickly after college, and my husband inherited that debt. And then my car broke down, and so we didn't have the money, so we took out a loan, and before you know it, we were having $80,000 just hovering over our heads. And it wasn't until my friend Megan said, hey, you should really listen to Dave Ramsey. I think he could help you out. And I didn't listen to him at first, but the moment I did, everything changed. And so here are the tips that I adopted from him and some tips that helped me along the way to pay off $45,000 in 9 months. Tip number 1. You have to get on the same page with your significant other or spouse, no matter what, because paying off debt will not work if one of you guys don't want to do it and you don't think you need to do it. You guys have to be on the same page. Now, if you're by yourself, you just have to be on the same page with you to realize, hey, my finances are out of control. I have all this debt and I want to get out of debt. There's a want also. So get on the same page and have the want and drive to get there. Tip number 2, make a budget. And not just a budget that has been sitting around forever, a real budget that's up to date, that's for that month, because each month looks different. You have different expenses, different birthday parties or different events, or it's Christmas or whatever it is. So the numbers are going to change. And the moment that my husband and I just really sat down, and we had a budget, so I always knew what my expenses were, but when I was like, really, I spend that much on Amazon stuff, I started realizing like that needs to be cut. So number 2 is make that budget and be honest with yourself and realistic, and do it together if you're married. Tip number 3. List all your debts, smallest to largest. Now, this is actually a Dave Ramsey tip, and he calls it the snowball effect, where basically you're going to take that small debt and you're just going to pay that off as quick as you can. Then you're going to take that payment and go on to the next, and then it just keeps going and going. And he says regardless of interest, and I've actually done that because for him, this is not a mathematical equation. This is about intensity and psychologically, are you going to continue to go? Because when you see those small victories going one after another, you want that momentum keep going so that when you get to the big one, you're like, yes, I can do this. So yeah, smallest to largest, and just start attacking. Tip 4. Make weekly payments. Now, if possible. Now, I know everyone can't do this, but I personally made weekly payments for the car and for my student loans, and I am not debt-free yet. That's going to be a whole different video because I'm so excited, and hopefully we're there soon. But making those weekly payments really encourages you, because every time I got a paycheck, it went right to Sallie Mae or the car, and I was just like, yes. Yes, and it just kept going down. And so just to see that a weekly reminder that what you're doing at your work is going towards something so that you can have financial freedom is super encouraging. So if you can, make weekly payments. And lastly, tip 5 is basically just cut your lifestyle until it's completely nothing. And by that, I mean you do not go into a restaurant, there's no more Broadway plays, there's no more going to the movie theaters, there's no more getting your hair done, no more getting your nails done. All of that stuff has to just stop. And I know your friends will look at you and be like, why can't you hang out? And you're just going to have to accept that you know what, I'm working on myself, my marriage, my finances. So one day, like the famous Dave Ramsey would say, that if you live like no one else, then later you can live and give like no one else. And are you ready to make these sacrifices right now to know that later you won't have to do those? And when everyone else is in debt, you're not in debt, and you have all this money flowing around to invest, to give, to have fun with. And so you have to cut your lifestyle temporarily until you get to your goal. So there you have it. Those are the tips that my husband and I have been executing the last 9 months to pay off $45,000. And it's so surreal to even say that, because I personally never thought I would get there. I would always sign on to Sallie Mae and just see $63,000. And to sign on now and see 27 is just so inspiring, encouraging. And so I just want to let you know, wherever you're at, how much money you make, what you have, or etc., that this is so doable, and don't ever feel helpless or hopeless, because I know that feeling that they're never going to go away, that you just live with them and you don't live with them. You can take control of your life. That's the only one, you're the only one who can, to say, you know what, I'm going to be done with this debt. Because remember, you can't wander out of debt, but you can wander into it so quickly. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it inspired you or encouraged you to pay off your debt or to think about your student loans or a car loan, let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, give it 2 thumbs up, and I'll give you another tip next time.